Space travel is, honestly, a powerful human dream. It pushes us to explore what lies beyond our world. On June 25, 2025, another chapter in this great adventure began. Axiom Mission 4, or AX-4, lifted off from Earth. The launch happened in the early morning at 2:31 a.m. Eastern Time. This special moment took place at NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida. The famous Launch Complex 39A, where so many historic missions started, was the departure point. A powerful rocket blazed a trail of light through the dark sky. It carried 4 astronauts on their way to the International Space Station, our outpost in orbit. This mission represents a new kind of spaceflight. It is a private astronaut mission. This means a company, Axiom Space, organized the trip. They work with NASA to send people to the space station. AX-4 is the 4th such mission from Axiom Space. Each mission builds on the last, pushing the boundaries of what is possible. The crew will spend about 2 weeks living and working on the ISS. They join the other astronauts already there. Their journey is a symbol of growing international cooperation and commercial opportunities in the final frontier. It's, well, an exciting time for everyone who looks up at the stars and wonders. The destination for this incredible journey is the International Space Station. The ISS circles our planet about 400 kilometers up. It is a beacon of human collaboration and scientific discovery. The AX-4 crew is expected to arrive and dock with the station on June 26, 2025. This docking procedure is a very delicate and precise operation. It requires great skill from the pilots and the teams on the ground. Once they are safely attached, the hatches will open. The new arrivals will float into the station, ready to start their important work. Their arrival will be a welcome sight for the long-duration crew members already on board. The launch itself was a spectacular event. People from all over the world watched online. They saw the countdown reach 0. They heard the roar of the engines ignite. The rocket climbed higher and higher, a bright star ascending into the heavens. This journey is more than just a trip. It is a demonstration of human ingenuity. It shows how far we have come in our ability to leave our home planet. The AX-4 mission is a bold step forward. It continues the legacy of exploration that has always defined us. It reminds us that the sky is not the limit. It is just the beginning of our next great journey. A space mission is only as good as its crew. The 4 astronauts on AX-4 are a truly international team. They come from different countries and have diverse backgrounds. Leading the mission is Commander Peggy Whitson from the USA. She is an incredibly experienced astronaut. As an employee of Axiom Space and a former NASA legend, this is her 5th trip to space. She guides the crew with her wisdom and steady hand. Her leadership is crucial for the success of the mission. Commander Whitson ensures that everyone works together as a single, efficient unit, turning a complex plan into reality high above the Earth. The pilot for the mission is Shubhanshu Shukla from India. He is an astronaut with the Indian Space Research Organization, or ISRO. His role is to assist the commander and help fly the spacecraft. Alongside him are 2 mission specialists. Sławosz Uznański represents Poland. He is a scientist and engineer from the European Space Agency's Astronaut Reserve. The other specialist is Tibor Kapu, a mechanical engineer from Hungary. These 3 astronauts are making history. They are the first people from India, Poland, and Hungary to visit the International Space Station. Their journey is a source of immense pride for their home countries. The diversity of this crew is one of its greatest strengths. Each member brings a unique perspective and skill set. They have trained together for many months. They learned how to operate the Dragon spacecraft. They prepared for life in microgravity. They practiced the many scientific experiments they will perform. This intense training builds trust and teamwork. In space, you must rely on your crewmates completely. Their lives are in your hands, and yours is in theirs. This bond is what makes a space crew a family, united by a common purpose and a shared extraordinary experience. This mission highlights how space is, honestly, becoming more accessible. It is no longer just for the world's largest space agencies. Through partnerships with companies like Axiom Space, more countries can send their own astronauts into orbit. This opens up new opportunities for science, technology, and education around the globe. The journey of Shukla, Uznański, and Kapu will inspire a new generation in their nations. They will show young people that they too can dream of reaching for the stars. This is how we build a future where space is for everyone, a shared frontier for all humanity. Axiom Mission 4 is not just a trip to space. It is really a serious scientific expedition. In fact, this is the most research-focused private astronaut mission to date. The crew has a packed schedule filled with important experiments. They will conduct over 60 different studies on behalf of 31 countries. The International Space Station is a unique laboratory. The microgravity environment allows scientists to study things in ways that are impossible on Earth. The discoveries made here can have huge benefits for us back on the ground. This mission is a testament to the power of using space for scientific progress. The research covers many important areas of human health. One key study looks at diabetes. The crew will test how well people with insulin-dependent diabetes can manage their condition during a short spaceflight. This could open the door for more people to travel to space in the future. Another critical experiment involves cancer research. The astronauts will use tiny, lab-grown tumor organoids. In space, these organoids grow in a way that more closely resembles how they grow inside the human body. Studying them in microgravity could lead to new understandings of the disease and better treatments for patients on Earth. The crew members themselves are also subjects of study. They will use wearable sensors like a special Oura ring. This device will track their biometrics, such as sleep patterns and heart rate. The data will help scientists understand how the human body adapts to space. This knowledge can be used to predict astronaut performance and keep them healthy on long missions, like a future trip to Mars. Another fascinating experiment from Hungary will study human perception. It will investigate how being weightless affects our sense of direction and orientation, a fundamental aspect of how our brains work. The science is not limited to human biology. The crew will also conduct experiments on plant growth. A Hungarian study will compare how plants grow and absorb nutrients in space versus on Earth. This research is vital for future long-duration space missions. Astronauts will need to grow their own food to survive on journeys to the Moon or Mars. By understanding the challenges of space agriculture, we can develop the systems needed to support life far from our home planet. Each experiment, big or small, adds a piece to the puzzle of how to live and work sustainably beyond Earth. Getting a mission to space is never simple. The road to launch for Ax-4 had its share of challenges. The mission was originally planned for an earlier date in May 2025. However, spaceflight demands perfection, and safety is always the top priority. The launch was postponed several times. These delays were necessary to ensure everything was just right. One reason for the delay was to make sure the brand new Dragon spacecraft was fully prepared. There were some issues with its propulsion and life support systems that needed to be fixed. Taking the extra time was the right and responsible choice. The launch vehicle for this mission was a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket. This rocket is a workhorse of modern spaceflight, known for its reliability. Perched on top was a new Dragon spacecraft, with the tail number C213. This capsule is the astronauts' home and transport for their journey to and from the station. Other delays were caused by things beyond anyone's control, like bad weather at the launch site. There was also a minor leak on the International Space Station that needed to be addressed before a new crew could arrive. These hurdles are a normal part of space exploration. Overcoming them is what makes every successful launch a triumph. The Ax-4 mission is a key step in a much bigger plan. Axiom Space is not just sending tourists to the ISS. They are building the future of commerce in low Earth orbit. Their ultimate goal is to build their own commercial module. This module will first be attached to the International Space Station. It will provide new space for research, manufacturing, and even space tourism. When the ISS is eventually retired around 2030, the Axiom module will detach and become a free-flying, independent commercial space station. These private missions are essential stepping stones to making that vision a reality. This is why Axiom Mission 4 is so important. It proves that the model of private spaceflight works. It shows that there is a strong demand for access to space for science and national prestige. By flying international crews and focusing heavily on research, Axiom is building a business case for a permanent human presence in orbit, operated by private companies. This mission, with its diverse crew and ambitious science, is more than just another flight. It is helping to lay the foundation for a new space economy. It is paving the way for a future where more people can live and work in space for the benefit of everyone on Earth.